guys, Eagle Livewire here. Man, it's been a minute since we've been on here talking to you guys. I've been super busy and not realizing how much time and effort it takes to pay attention to get these reviews out to you. So that's on me. I've been kind of slacking a little bit on that aspect. But anyways, I digress. Here we are today. I'm going to be doing a review on a product that I purchased just recently, and it is called the Aspire Mixx. It's a little side-by-side single battery mod. Never used a side-by-side before, so there'll be something kind of new and different. Been out on the market for a short amount of time here, but I won't waste any more of your time here. We'll go ahead and we'll go down and take a look at what's inside the box, and I'll give you my thoughts. Alright, we'll see you in a few. Alright guys, here it is. This is the Aspire Mixx. It is a collaboration by Aspire and Sunbox. You can see that here, designed there you go, designed by Sunbox. Mixx. This one is a Quicksilver version. They have many different colors. They've got a Quicksilver, what they call a tuxedo, black and chrome mixture, or stainless. Orchid, which is a purple, amethyst, a pink, sapphire is like a light blue, toffee is like a brown or a coffee colored. They have a jet black if you can find it, or a couple different frosted like autumn type of deals. They have a yellow frosted is what they call it, kind of resembles autumn. And those are all the different colors they have. So this is what you get in the packaging. Got a little authenticity code, 18 and 21 respectively, depending on where in the world you're at. Here in the United States, it's pretty much 21 everywhere. Nothing on this side. This here showing the batch number and that it's a Quicksilver edition. This is the back of the box here. We'll zoom that in, give you a little. So it shows you your Mixx battery, your Mixx mod itself. You can use 18650 or 18350 batteries. Some different screws, user manual and whatnot. And there we go. Come back out here. I'll slide this sleeve off. It's a really awesome presentation. They've got Prestige, Aspire Engineering is what it says here. I think that's pretty nice. It's actually a pretty decent box too. Open it up and in the cover again you get your Prestige, Aspire Engineering little deal. This is where, and this is your presentation. We'll show you that here in just a second here. This is their little, I'm assuming it's the owner's manual. Yeah, here you go. It's a little manual they have. Nothing too fancy, just gives you kind of some safety information. And here you've got the mod 18350, I'm sorry, metal sleeve. And the two spare screws, and I'll show you that here when we get into it. This does have an output voltage. It does say 0.5 to 8.4, which is pretty decent. I mean, if you're doing the 4.2 batteries, you know, I mean, that's pretty good resistance as far, or I'm sorry, pretty good output range. Anyway, I'll show you this here. Back this back out a little bit. Sorry, I'm kind of rusty. You'll have to forgive me. So designed by Sunbox, I think is a pretty sweet little deal they got going on here. This is the 18350 sleeve that comes with it. And these are the screws that you would use for that, and I can show you that here in a moment. We'll dig the mod out here and kind of show you a little bit more on that. Go ahead and set the box off to the side here. Now there is the mod. Now basically the design purpose of these is to have an atomizer, you know, where it all kind of looks as one unit, you know. So instead of you having your typical box shaped design like you know, like this here where the mod is on top of it, this here kind of tries to get it more set up flush. I want to say it's like 29 millimeters right here to get to the top of this point, if you want to kind of look all symmetrical, and then maybe you just have your drip tip up top. And then this is with the 18650 here, And what you would do if you want to go to an 18350 is you take out these screws here on either side with the Allen key up on top here, and this piece stays. You put in the smaller screws and the 18350 sleeve like so, and you can see there, I mean, it would just lower everything down. And like I said, I'll break it down and show it to you here in a moment. Screen is on the bottom, designed by Sunbox. See if we can get my camera to focus a little bit. There it is. So we got a nice little, looks like a DNA 60 or DNA 40 screen. It is not. It's a proprietary chip. You got your up and down keys, nice fire button here, and the Aspire logo on the side as well. The Mixx, you know, I mean, I don't think it's over branded or nothing. It looks super clean. It's definitely more of a elegant style, if I were to say, and they've done a really awesome job. Anyway, I will go ahead and throw a battery in here real quick. Just got the twist off top here. Those are kind of finicky, but it's okay. It does have battery orientation down the bottom there. You can see positive. Let's grab me an 18650. Positive down like so. Here we go. And we take this cap and get it lined up. Threads aren't too bad. I think that's definitely doable. I wish I would have had some sort of other mechanism for the top, but everything's working out okay on that. So here's the screen. Pretty basic. You've got your resistance, your voltage, and your amps as well. I do think it just goes in 0.10 increments. It is, let's see here, if we go down to 1 watt, does round robin, goes all the way up to 60 watts. So it's a 60 watt device. And yeah, it will, if you hold it down, it does jump up by 1 watt at a time, so that's kind of nice. But you can slowly do it here, and you can go by 0.10, and 0.1s or whatnot. Anyway, let's see, what else do we have to talk about here? Well, I can throw an atomizer on here just to kind of give you a reference of what it looks like with a 18650 on there. This is what I've got here is an Anakin Aries 2. Nice little mouth and lung deal. And this one's a little bit taller, but you can see what I was referring to, that, you know, if you get a smaller RTA or something like that, and get it flush up here, like this is a little bit taller for it, but I really don't think it looks too bad on there, honestly, as the whole setup goes. It's not a bad deal. Anyway, if you go down here to the screen again, and then you hit the button 1, 2, 3, and it puts it in like stealth mode or sleep mode. It'll still fire, but it doesn't show you screen. 1, 2, 3 will bring the screen back up. You can press the up, or would this be the down? You can press the up button and the power button, and it locks everything. So these here are now locked, and as well as the fire will let you fire, but it locks these two buttons. You press the up button and the power button again, and it unlocks it. If you press the down, which I probably have this backwards, this would be, anyway, the down button and the power button at the same time, and it will flip to voltage. And you can do, instead of doing wattage, you can do voltage. Push that again, it goes into bypass mode and uses the power within the battery itself. Push and hold those two again, and you go back to wattage. So it gives you a cycle of 3 different styles. Pretty basic, nothing super fancy. You push and hold the 2 buttons together, the up and down keys together, and it will flip the screen left hand or right hand depending on how you hold it. Flip it back around, and there she goes. Anyway, so that is the Mixx by Aspire. We'll go ahead and bring it back up, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about it. Maybe I'll show you the 18350 before we do that. So give me just a second, I'll tear this down and give you an idea of what it looks like with the 18350 battery. Okay, so we'll just check this real quick. If I can find the freaking button. Alright, so rather than bore you with me tearing it apart, I just figured I'd cut back and show you what it looks like with the 18350 sleeve on there. Little cute little booger. I mean, size comparison, we got an Aegis boost here, I mean, quite a bit smaller. Obviously, this is a bigger battery internal. But anyway, this is what we're dealing with here with a 350. So you can take your little 18350 battery here. Again, positive side down. Put the battery cap back on there like so. And so this could get you a little, like a little pocket carry if you wanted to do something like that. Super cute, man. I think it's really neat the way it looks. I'll take a little, I got a little Wasp Nano here. One of the smaller ones that I've got listed, and kind of show you a comparison on that. This little 22 millimeter RDA here. Cute little compact. It's up to 60 watts here. Let's see, and probably crank that baby up a little bit. Went to hit it and it was at 15 watts. That's probably not going to work. So let's do 45. There we go. Yeah. I'll show you one other one here. Let's do one more in this 350 mode just to kind of show you what we're working with. Let's see here. Got my Jenna RDA here. We can throw on here with a little beauty ring. See how she looks. Super freaking cute. Sexy little mod there. Picks up the resistance pretty well, and pretty good as well. So I mean, can't really argue with that. But with these lower resistance on a 60 watt with a little 18350, probably not a good idea for you. This would be more for like a mouth to lung setup, and you know, higher resistance. Alright, well, we'll go back up top and I'll vape on this a little bit and show you what we're dealing with and give you my opinions and things like that, and show you, and we'll go from there. Alright, see you back. Alright guys, so there is the Aspire Mixx, collaboration by Aspire and Sunbox. Give her a little vape. I got that Anakin Aries 2 sitting on top here, well, on side really, and it's running at a 1.02, 15.5 watts. It's a nice little setup. Do I have anything to complain about? Pros and cons. Well, the size here with the 18650, you're pretty limited onto the RDAs or RTAs that you can put it on top of here or on the side of here. Sorry. No, most of the time you're going to have a little bit of overhang on that, you know, as far as protruding out of the top. I mean, it might be more difficult to find some things there, but all in all, I don't even think when it stands up a little bit taller that it's that big of a deal. Some of these side-by-sides, I've heard that the airflow can get restricted because you twist it on and your airflow on your RTA or RDA is kind of restricted here. But with this one, with its posts here and the tube kind of offset, I don't know if you can see that very well, but there is a little gap inside here so the air can get around. If you have your airflow like mine is sitting, if I turn it this way, you can see it's pretty decent. I got my airflow here, but sometimes if you put it on, it could be facing back here, but the air is still getting in there. It does variable wattage, variable voltage, and bypass in it, like I showed you before. It says it does up to 8.4. That's pretty awesome. What else can we really say about it? Oh, 0 to 60 watts. There's a 10-second cutoff. It will do from a 0.1 resistance up to a 3.5 resistance. So you can really get it to, you know, very high resistance, mouth to lung hit. Yeah, that's kind of what I got. Lots of colors that you can choose from. I think Aspire's done a real good job. I haven't had too many of their products, so I'm pretty excited about this one. Yeah, so I think that's probably about it. I appreciate y'all staying with me and kind of helping me with my learning curve or what have you, so I can kind of get back into the reviewing scene. There's a lot happening in the vaping world right now, whether it be restrictions, new laws, you know, the the vaping bills and so forth on the shipping and everything here in the United States. It's kind of hectic right now, but we're just going to stay strong, keep fighting, and get away from them dang cigarettes, alright? Thanks again, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.